the big one. Apply it. Do we do the thing that we learned? That little bit, that's the gap. Welcome to Brand Talk with Rachel and Drew. I'm Drew. Rachel's going to be joining us a little bit later. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to do a breakout episode of Drew's News. Let's go. So here's what Drew's News is. Every so often, you and I are going to get together. We're going to talk about some things that are going on, honestly, that I just find interesting. I find a lot of things interesting. I'm a pretty curious person. So without further ado, there's been a long-lost Spanish treasure worth $1 million discovered off the coast of Florida. A lost treasure off of the coast of Florida, $1 million in it. This is Spanish treasure. So this treasure is worth estimated, $1 million has been discovered off the coast of Florida. More than 1,000 silver and gold coins were found by the team of specialist divers in stretch of water, aptly known as the Treasure Coast. Man, it's believed that there have been these coins were made in the Spanish colonies of Bolivia, Mexico, and Peru. Were bound for Spain on a fleet of ships carrying jewels back in 1750. But the loot was lost in the sea of the hurricane wrecked the flotilla. That's crazy. Like, just to have the time to go and just to be so like rich, you just go like take boats out and go look for lost treasure. That is crazy. So when these apparently there's a lot of treasure off the coast of Florida, and it's just out there. Just sitting, just people moving money. I don't even know what I would do, what there is to do if you find lost treasure.
Salon owners, this is your moment. SalonCon 2026 is happening in Miami, January 24th through the 27th. This is the ultimate event to bring your A players. Leave all your B's and C's at home. Not only will they get it certified in a brand new extension method, they'll also learn the sales and marketing strategies that actually grow revenue and keep your clients coming back for more. This is a 3-day event of high-level education, luxury networking, and powerhouse speakers, all designed to future-proof your business. Bring your team, elevate your business. Join us at SalonCon Miami, where millions are made. Get your tickets in the description below. Now back to the episode.
Speaking of cool stuff, just got back from, I think, my 16th hour of learning how to fly helicopters. And the challenge is wild. So keep you guys a little up to date on what's going on. And really, this is applicable to just anything that you guys want to achieve or accomplish or do. I'm just sharing the journey, sharing the path, and what it's been like thus far. So first 10 hours, man, are terrifying. Super scary. Just fear, just straight fear. So I had a couple of buddies who are pilots, and I'm like, were you like nervous? I'm trying to low key because I'm freaking out, you know? And he's like, yeah, I was nervous for like 100 hours. And I was like, you just went anyway and you were freaking out? And he's like, yeah, I did it scared. I was like, oh, that's great. I thought he was going to give me some sort of intrinsic wisdom, you know, but it wasn't. He's just like, just do it scared. And then as I'm coming up to my 20th hour, about halfway through becoming a rated pilot, that, you know, I'm starting to settle down and really actually be able to understand the machine and do all kinds of things. So we're studying things like engines, and I'm really having to understand whether piston-driven engines, turbine-driven engines, hydraulics, like really understand this stuff. You don't just get in there and just like fly the thing. You have to understand the machine, just like anything you're trying to do, whether it's business or you're trying to build a 8-figure, 7-figure company, whatever you're looking to do, you have to understand it. So it's interesting. These principles they apply to everything, you know. So I wanted to do something really, really, really interesting. Not super random. Grandfather flew in Vietnam, so this has been like in my life since I was little, and I just started talking about it. So I do this other thing where I have this very high say-do ratio. Like what I say, I do. You know, I'm not perfect, no one is, but it's something that's important to me, and I have a 3, 2, 1, go. So when that switch is flipped in my mind, it's happening. We're going, you know, 3, 2, 1, go. Right. So cold plunge. If I'm doing that, I know there's a lot of people doing cold plunges and talking about it, but I really do. It's a very personal thing. Like there's not a lot of content of cold plunging because it's kind of boring to watch someone cold plunge, but when you're doing it, it's nuts. You know, and there's a 3, 2, 1, go every time, and every single time I don't want to do it. And you just got to kind of sit in it. You can't fight it. You just have to just be okay with it. So same thing when I'm learning how to fly. I have to be okay with not being good at it and learning in this new skill set. So today we went over to Rachel met me at these helipads with some of the guys on the production team, and Brooks and Lawson came out, and it was super cool. we'll probably do it again. But it was just neat. It was just awesome to be able to kind of share that a little bit. So Rachel hadn't seen me fly or anything. She actually came back to the airport again just to see us take off, and there's jets everywhere. And I want to do an episode where we're sitting in the hangar because they're not ours, but there's like 20 Gulfstreams in this massive hangar, and then it'd be really cool to do like an episode from there. I'm trying to see if I can track down the owner of that place. He owns Black Walnut, and see if we'll sit down and we do a little business interview with him. So really cool. Like the coolest thing I've ever done, but not cool just to look good. It's very challenging, and to hover something is a special thing for that to happen. Really, really neat. So I'm loving that. And actually flying, we were a little behind today because there was some weather. So you can't fly if the weather's not good. You can't fly if what's called IFR conditions, meaning you're using your instruments. You have to go VFR, visual frame of reference. So like you can see, well, not just a few miles. And then we got there this morning, and then there's clouds sitting on the ground. So we had to wait that out. Learning about all that, dew points, power, it's just crazy. So learning a lot. It's very much like drinking out of a fire hydrant. But anytime you're looking to do something or like we're working with people inside of our companies, and I'm sure they feel the same way. Like there's a lot coming at you. There's a lot. But what happens is you got to, just like the cold plunge, like you just got to sit in there and be with it, and then you learn, you absorb it. Same thing with jiu-jitsu. Like I'll go in there and I'll have a good day, and then I'll sit down and they'll teach something and I'll leave. I'm like, I retained nothing. Nothing happened in my brain today, but that's not true. You're always progressing forward. So I'm slightly obsessed with that process. So I didn't do well in school, C student, had a hard time. And one of my kids are having a hard time in school too. He's B in school. I just didn't want to do it. I just didn't want to be there. Rachel did better than me academically. She'd come in, she'd learn, do what she needed to do, and she would do really well on her. She's a good test taker, right? I just wouldn't take the test. So different. But that got me thinking about different things, and how I can share this with you is how to think about whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. This helped us a lot. So it's in the regard of what intelligence is. So intelligence is a rate of learning. It is a measurement of speed, right? So if you learn something, example I heard, I'm just going to copy it. The example I heard is that there's a script for a sales, you're training a stylist, and they need to say this when they're greeting someone. And then you say, I need you to say ABC. And then the next person, she starts, and then she says ABC, just like you said. Or someone comes in and be like, hey, I need you to say ABC. And they're like, well, I've been saying 1, 2, 3. You're like, that's okay. But here we're going to do ABC now, here. And then they don't do it. And then they don't do it. And you got to meet with them again. They don't do it. That is a less intelligent person, because it's taking them longer to apply the knowledge. They hear it, they learn it, they absorb it. But what they do, and why this is interesting, is this is most of the world. They will listen to podcasts like this. They will watch Instagram. They will do things that makes them feel better, but then they won't change the behavior. So if they don't change the behavior, nothing changes. They just stay where they are, And we get some. Let's be honest with you. We get frustrated sometimes with newcomers if they're looking to do something that we've done and we want to help them do it. It's painful because we can give them the map, the path, the direction, but because they don't know, they don't take action, or they don't change the behavior to get the result that they're looking for. But we can see it plain as day, right there. Just like if you're training someone, you can see exactly what they need to do, how to do it. But that's part of leading people to where they're looking to go. But that I found that interesting. Is intelligence is a speed, is a rate of it's a behavioral pattern. So it's the rate in which that you learn something and apply it. That's the big one. Apply it. Do we do the thing that we learned? And that little bit, that's the gap in things for people who are good at what they do and are successful. Success means different things for people, right? So whatever that means. But if you're looking to do big things, like me, I want to have a big life. I want to help a lot of people. I want to do big stuff, that means I'm going to struggle a lot. And that means I'm going to have to learn a lot. And that means I'm going to have to apply myself and just sit in the waterfall at this just, and I'm only picking up a little bit, but then you show up again, you show up again, you show up. That's probably one of the best traits that I've been able to develop is my ability to consistently show up despite how I feel. Always. Like I think of everything as a 500-mile run. Like I will pace it out and I just won't stop. I'm going to take care of my body. I'm going to take care of my sleep. I'm going to take care of my food, supplements. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to take care of all that. I'm going to take care of my mind, my spirit, and I'm going to win, and going from that, doing that from just flunking school. Like I barely got out of school, y'all. Like I got out. But I have a recurring dream that I didn't get all my credits for high school. It's a true story. Like a recurring nightmare that I didn't get what I needed to do to get out of high school. But it's pushed me. Interesting. I think it's interesting. So like that challenge and that struggle. And I was wanting to do music, and I literally graduated high school, and there was a tour bus in the parking lot on my way out, and I was gone. Warped Tour. So, that's something to know. Same thing with music too, like guitar. Like I just sit there, just didn't know what I was doing. I just sit in it, and that was the first time I did something good, Even as a kid, like I tried to skateboard and I wasn't really that good. I just couldn't. I was okay, but like I wasn't good until I started. Music was the first thing I was like good at, air quotes, good's relative to everybody. But so anything that you're looking to do, even these guys that found this treasure off of Florida, you can't just go out there with a metal detector. That's crazy. That is crazy. Like to go find a treasure out there, that's almost like gambling. Like I'm sure it's incredibly expensive to get the tools and the resources to go out there, but they went out there and they found a treasure from the 1700s chilling off the coast of Florida. I didn't know how I was going to tie that into the episode, but we just did it. We made it happen. We're here for it.
All right, guys, real quick. If you're a salon owner who's tired of grinding behind the chair with nothing to show for it but a sore back and an inconsistent bank account, you need to BYOB, build your own brand. This is our signature program helping salon owners all across the country launch their own private label hair extension line under your name with your profit margins and your rules.
It's not just about services. It's about creating an actual brand that can sell while you sleep. Our students are launching their own Shopify stores, wholesaling to local stylists, and finally stepping into the CEO seat without having to reinvent the wheel.
We're literally handing you the playbook. Branding, fulfillment, marketing, legal, all of it. If you've got the hustle, we've got the system.
Click the link in the description below to book a discovery call with our team. Let's build a business that works for you and not the other way around.
BYOB, because doing hair should be because you want to, not because you have to.
Also, this weekend, we're going to go travel. We're going to Camp Finfo. We love Camp Finfo. Want to surprise my kids with a couple of these little scooters. So I'm going to go and try and pick up some little electrical scooters for them. But we're going to go camping for a few days. This is how we're very intentional. My brother asked me, he's like, are you guys really present with things? I'm like, we are. We have to, but we have to force it. Not all the time, because we're building big businesses, and there's a lot to do. There's a lot to do in just this show. Like now extrapolate that over, other companies and kids and testing for the kids, and, Kinsey's growing up and doing all these types of things. So we are present with the kids, and that's becoming more important to us. So we lean on our team more so that we can not miss, Hendrix being 2. Right. So poor guy busted his lip. I don't even know what he did. I don't know what he did, but those are my genes. My brother was very conservative as a kid, almost like scared to get on the swing set, and I would walk across the top of it. I would just freak my parents out. I rode a motorcycle for 4 years. Like I would never let my kid have a motorcycle. I'm like, no way. That is so dangerous. Like I was just out there, on the freeways, but we're going to go out there, and we have to take that time and be very, very forthright in how we do that, and taking that and spending time with them. And for us, there's a place that's like 3 hours away. We'll pull the trailer. It's why we got the truck and the trailer, is to go use that. Even though something always breaks on it, like always, dude, always. Like there's a fridge issue now. Like and I just got it back. It's been the same song and dance for years now. So don't go buy a brand new trailer because you think it's going to not break. It will break. So, but we're going to go spend some time with them in Camp Finfo. It's like in the hill country of Texas. So I'm excited. Got the truck all ready to go and love going out there. So I'm going to go. We have to, kind of a bummer. We got to take 2 cars now. So we're like a caravan. We can't fit all in the truck. We just can't. The kids are bigger. The Sprinter can't pull the thing. So I think they might take the Sprinter. I think Rachel might take the Sprinter, but they colored all over it. So she dirty, So we're going to go do that. But really excited to go just spend some time with the family. And we'll still be working. It's not like we don't unplug, but we go and just kind of we look at everything. We've changed some processes and things about how we're developing and how we're acquiring clients and launching things and doing things. So anytime that you're building a business, you want to be flexible, and you want your team to be flexible as well. And you have to be flexible if you want a flexible team, just because things change. Like business is always like, if you're a small business, your things are always going to be shifting around with marketing or whatever it is that you're doing. Maybe you're dropping. It's even the seasons change, so the marketing looks a little bit different. So you want to be really malleable, liquid, if you will, and just kind of keep rolling with the punches and just keep producing things, making things, doing things, talking to people, solving problems, and then just learning things that you don't maybe understand, and it's okay if you don't understand. There's a lot that we don't understand, but we'd be able to learn enough to build something really, really cool. Who knows where these episodes are going to go? Rachel's going to listen to this, like, what are you talking about? And I don't know. We're just talking. We are talking about whatever, but I went ahead and did a service for everyone here, and turns out there are 70 unclaimed records in the Guinness Book of World Records. So I'm just going to name a few. If your legacy involves being a Guinness Book World Record holder, here are a few available things that you can work on. Maybe vlog it and make a show. I'll watch it. Most whoopee cushions set on in 1 minute is available. The fastest time to blow stamps 10 meters. Okay. The furthest distance bottle flip is available. The most high fives in 30 seconds. I think we could do that one. The most high fives in 30 seconds. I don't know. Can you look it up? The most high fives in 30 seconds. I feel like we could, we have to get the guy over here. We have to get the dude, the fastest 400-meter sack race, and the fastest time to ascend the height of Everest on a bicycle. I'm out. Not doing that one. But those are just a few.
140 high fives.
30 seconds?
30 seconds.
Dude, I think that might be it. 140 high fives in 30 seconds. So if you can beat that, friend, you can be a world record holder. And that can be a legacy that goes on the tombstone, So thanks for joining, guys. This fun little episode behind the scenes, just talking about life, things that we got going on, interesting stuff here behind the scenes. Also, we can't hear them right now, but there's heavy machinery on our property. Super exciting. We got a building going up out there as we're expanding. So I can't believe it's happening. This has been an idea for years, and again, didn't know how to deal with it. Septic issues, got to redo the septic, just you name it. Problem after problem, had to cut down trees and dig, and nuts. But we got a foundation being poured right now. So super cool. And thanks for joining. Thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you on the next time. See you on the next one. Thanks for listening.